assuming that I decided to do this fire, then I decided to do what I just illustrated before, so I'll do that and fire here in support with that artillery. I will mark the artillery as the artillery has fired, so for this turn artillery is only fire once. So I will do that, and then what I'll do is resolve them in any order I want. So I think I'll first resolve this one. So I will have, you know, not to risk a bad result with this unit while it's still trapped. I'll try to first free up behind it. So I have 2 units of heavy cavalry. One has been damaged already, so it's 6 points of attack. I may roll them all together. So I have my 6 dice. Normally in the game you hit on 5s. If you have combined arms, you hit on 4s. If you're attacking a fortified position, you hit on 6s. If you have combined arms attacking a fortified position, you're back to hitting on 5s. That's it. So in this case it's a normal straightforward fight where I roll below average. I only score 1 hit against this British or Dutch division, cavalry division. They'll fight back with their 4. And actually, now that I notice, there's an artillery within range, so I could in theory fire the artillery in defense if the artillery hadn't fired yet this turn. So I could do that, and I will then decide that I'll fire these guys supporting that, in defending this. So actually I get an extra dice. I get 5 dice instead of 4. So I'll fire back and I hit 3 times. So very powerful defense from the British here. So British 3 hits, French 1 hit. So we cancel these 2. The British have won by 2. So I'll go and check what happens. So if you win by, if the difference is no difference, so if we score the same numbers, then nothing happens. They would just go back and they would just exchange some fire. If they lost by 1, they would have to retreat. So these units would have to retreat. If they lost by 2, like in this case, not very likely, they would have to both retreat and take a damage. So this one takes a damage, which actually destroys it. This one has to retreat and take a point of damage. Now, obviously, I try to retreat where there's no enemy, so I could go there, 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 and take a damage. So I will go there and take a damage, which is only half of my strength. So that was an abysmal attack. So basically, this unit of light cavalry, supported by artillery firing in defense, kind of defeated 2 divisions of heavy cavalry. That went really well, really badly for the French, and against statistics. Now let's see if they can actually make better here. Now the French here are attacking with combined arms, so it's 3 plus 2, 5, plus 1 shot from here, because this artillery is 1 anyway. So I get my 6 dice, and this time I hit on 4s, combined arms. Cavalry, infantry, artillery. Hitting on 4s, that does help me, because I rolled a 4 here, so I get only 2 hits. Once again, below average, because I should have got at least 3 hits. And now the British will return with their 6 dice, and in fact, here, I could be evil and fire this and this artillery in defense, but assuming that they already fired in the previous turn, I'll just roll 1 hit. There you go. So, in this case, the British have lost by 1, so it's 1 hit against 2. But with just 1 hit is just retreat, so this unit has a choice to go either here or here. Let's say that they stay together with their first corps units, so they retreat towards their own units as opposed to towards corps, units of a different corps. These are cavalry corps, this is the first corps. So let's try to keep coherency, retreat towards the center to allow their commander to maneuver them easily next. Now either of the winner could decide to advance into here. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense to send these guys out to Hougoumont, so I might want to do this or not. It's entirely up to me. Obviously, it's used often to encircle troops. So obviously, you want to either win big to destroy units straight away, or to encircle them, because if you're encircled, then you suffer 1 extra pip down that line. So if you take an extra, it's like losing by an extra point. So it hurts.